Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. So today we're going over to Tindall Ales, and it's for their Tindall Ales mild in Seething. I don't know if that's Seething mild or just mild. I'll have to read it in a minute. So I picked this up in a beer hall from I've totally forgotten the name of the company now. Bentley Brook Brewing Company. God, sometimes memory is shocking. My memory, anyway. So I picked it up in the beer hall from them. So here we are. I will read what's on it because it's a new brewery for me from Norfolk. I was in Norfolk and never heard of them. So just to show you, wherever you are in the country, there are new breweries you've never heard of. Even in Nottingham, there's breweries beers I've not even tried yet, which is bonkers. So a good traditional dark session mild brewed with traditional methods to ensure a nostalgic taste is created. Although this is mild in bitterness, it has a huge depth of flavour from our locally sourced chocolate malt, which gives subtle hints of chocolate and coffee. Tindall Brewery was established in 1998 and has been brewing ever since, albeit not regular, and has now been taken over by the next generation, so that's fantastic to know. 3.7% it says here. It says it's bottle conditioned, may contain sediment, so do not shake or tip the bottle like I'm doing now to read it. There you go. So Tindall Ales Brewery, Michael, Angela and Alan Green, trading as Tindall Ales, Toad Lane, Seething, Norwich, Norfolk, NR35 2FQ, and there's a phone number on the front. So I presume it's actually just Tindall's Ales mild. We'll call it Seething mild Seething. It doesn't really matter. It's a mild. Let's have a go at it. So first have a beer from this brewery, so I'm excited for that. Now I have just shook the bottle, so there you go. So a dark neon black pour with a tan head. It is mild. It is mild in May, so I'm always good to drink a mild. I've drank a fair few to be fair, but no one's counting. And yeah, lovely chocolatey malt aroma on this. Lovely pillory head. Oh, temperature's dropped a little bit today. It's lovely. Proper gardening weather. Although slightly cool, to be honest. But I've had to put my jacket back on, as you can see, my scruffy jacket. But I've still done some amazing work today, which is always good. Oh. Like I say, when I went into Bentley Brook Brewing Company the other day, I looked at their wall. I was already going in for their free beers in can. So I contacted the brewery directly. So that was amazing. But and I'll be reviewing one of those this week. So new breweries for the beer wall. Breweries that I've never reviewed from. I love that. It invigorates me because sometimes it can get a bit boring when it's the same breweries time and time again. So it's lovely to try a new brewery out. And like I say, I was over in Great Yarmouth last March. Yeah, so a year last March even. So 14 months ago. Visiting Tombstone Brewery and Taproom, St. Peter's Brewery. Visited Woodford's, although I couldn't get in. Yeah, Google says it was open. Woodford said not. We're not open. Oh, could you not let us in? And visited Adnams. Adnams was just amazing, off the charts amazing. By far the best brewery come experience that I've ever seen. Although Thornbridge was pretty decent as well, to be fair. St Peter's had a nice shop, but yeah, where it is, yeah, they need some sort of tap room experience. Although where it is in the countryside, I would assume that it's just too far out to make it viable. I suppose that's the thing with having breweries. If they're too far out and no one's in a close vicinity, then that also can be an issue. So as you can see, a little bit cloudy gone in there. I've mixed the... So take no notice of the colour. It would probably be more darker. But obviously I've chucked in the bottle conditioned bit at the bottom. I'd already... Reading it, I'd already turned it upside down anyway. So it is what it is. Very much a style of beer we don't want to lose. And to get a month, mild May, that's great. You know, I don't know if that's the same around the country or whether it's just a Nottingham thing with camera. All I know is that there is. Yeah, we have a lot of breweries here who are doing, you know, the mild in May sort of thing. From trad breweries to craft beer breweries. So I'm not sure if, like I said, I'm not sure if it is a fully countrywide camera thing or a local camera thing. I would assume it's countrywide. There's chocolatey elements. There's a slight fruitiness as well, and a nice bitterness at the back. Oh, been a long day, and it's nice to come home and be home early. I was home at 8 o'clock last night. No, long day. Today much better. Home for 5:45. So yeah. And yeah. Doesn't make a change to get home early, to be honest. But yeah, an enjoyable beer. Today at work, hedge trimming. If anybody in their garden at the moment, a hedge trimming is becoming the hedges this year because of the rain we've had and now the warm weather. Everything is on turbo at the moment until we either get a dry spell or it goes cooler, which we don't really want it to go cooler. Everything's on turbo. So for gardeners at the moment, the grass cutting more regular, hedges are growing faster, weeds are growing faster. And tomorrow, that's my job tomorrow. I'm going to go through, over at my Newark workplace, I'm going to go through the front of site. All the new flower beds that I dug up and redid in the winter months. I've got to go through and weed them all, which means having a wheelie bin and basically a bucket, kneeling down and just hand weeding a lot. I can't even use a hoe. So hand weeding, I might be able to tickle a bit of it up. But yeah, all good fun. These things happen. And like today, I mean, I've been hedge trimming, like I say, building new compost beds for new beds rather for vegetables for next year. They're not ready for this year because I've only either just built them and there's grass in there. The grass has got to rot down and make some nice compost for next year. Clean compost as well. I try, whenever I do anything, I try and make sure that no perennial weeds get into that compost. Nothing worse than stuff like nettles, dock, and anything like that in the compost. But yeah, it's been a good day nonetheless. Try and keep positive in times. You know, I'm seeing things that, you know, would make me really negative, and I'm trying to keep away, be positive. And then when I need to point something out to my boss, I shall do. And yes, regardless. So anyway, we've had a minute or two's conversation. Just give it a time to a bit of breathing to occur. It's what I normally do with beers anyway. Don't really like to drop a bottle down my neck in a few minutes anyway. It's never a good thing, you know. You need to take your time. So like doing beer reviews in 5 minutes and necking the whole lot. It's like, bloody hell, that was fast. Lovely earthy, chocolatey coming from it. It's a lovely beer, really is. A really nice mild, you know. Like with all interpretations of beer styles, some breweries go over the top to, I don't know, put a name for themselves. We've made I don't know, a tiramisu mild or something, and you like. And you know, I do get it. A local brewery to me made an imperial salted chocolate mild, and again, it was more or less a salted chocolate stout, imperial stout. But you know, and that's where styles become where they intertwine with each other's. I mean, a recent mild in Nottingham from Red Dog Ales and this brewery on the bottle, on the glass, Lenton Lane. Funny how I picked that glass. Yeah. Their mild's just come out, and it's a spicy mild. It's so not nowhere near as dark. Quite a light colour mild, like an amber mild. And obviously, because I've mixed the bottle condition up with this, it's probably not the colour that it could have been. I'll never know, but it tastes damn good anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me. Gotta be honest, that is nice. New brewery for Raggy's Beer Reviews. Coming up to the 6 years of Raggy's Beer Reviews, and still a lot of people don't even know I exist. And you know, we've just breached 4,400 subscribers. We're getting closer and closer to 2 million views, which is something to be proud of, I suppose, in the grand scheme of things. And yeah, still got to love a beer like I always have done, really. Especially when I come across beers that tick the box. You know, the bland stuff I'm not so bothered about, but the stuff that ticks the box, and you never know what's going to tick your box rather, because with every beer style, there's the time you drink it. You yourself are part of the equation, because you can be thirsty, and the possibilities are endless, because it's all down to so many variable factors. But today, for me, this is a good beer. It's going down well. Chocolatey mild, 3.7% from Tindall Ales. And yeah, I shall be tagging these good people in. especially when I've got a load of internet stuff to catch up on, internet work, so I'm slowly catching up, and I always love to be on the same day as I'm doing it. I got to the stage where I was 4 days behind, and it kills you. Social media is both a good tool and an absolute bind, and thank God for copy and paste. But I used to do something different for each one, but the amount of writing, sitting there at night, just sitting there in front of the TV, instead of relaxing after a hard day's work, I'm sitting there doing this. And I've stopped doing that now so much. I have like a cut-off period where I think, right, that's it, I've done enough. I still do probably more than any other beer reviewer, beer influencer out there. And obviously I'm not as gifted as a lot of people with how they do what they do and how they get what they get, in the sense of knowing how to exploit the social medias. I know somebody who's a good friend of the channel, and he now knows how to exploit Facebook, and he's gone from nothing to like nearly 50,000 subscribers, and I just don't have that in me, and I'm obviously not clued up on the game. It's all about the game. Although that is a good song, to be fair. Ooh. So it's been a lovely 16 or so minutes. Raggy's beer review was never a short beer review. I do apologise for those who come and think, don't you waffle? Yeah, but when you're in a pub setting, you do waffle and you do talk. It's what makes pubs the havens they are. Proper pubs anyway. I don't mean lager bars, because that's predominantly something different. But pubs where you go in and you get a nice pint of mild or bitter or whatever, and you sit there and someone says something and all of a sudden you start talking, and this person may be sat on their own, or there may be a couple. And the times that I've gone out there doing the beer stuff, and then all of a sudden, sometimes you get recognised as a beer reviewer, or they're curious as to why you're taking photos and why you're doing a short video, saying something about the beer, and then I say, I do some rubbish on the internet, and it goes from there, and it's the conversation maker. It has, and out of work, which to me these days is quite negative, beer world is still really positive. The fact that you're drinking and you forget your worries at times, is a good thing. It is a good thing. I've enjoyed that. It's been nice. Tindall Ales. What a cracking beer to start with. An ABV that I don't really like. Go for 3.7s if I'm being honest. But a really good mild from this brewery. If you love a mild beer, then this is an exceptional mild. It's like the old style milds, but with flavour. I mean, I like Green King mild. I think Green King mild is a lovely mild, despite what I think of the brewery and the whole, and some of the stuff they've done over the years. But this is above, and it's good to see. These breweries that are stopping doing milds, please do not. Would I drink this again? Ever the question. Absolutely yes. would love to drink it on cask in Nottingham. Now, if I was speaking, and if Tindall Brewery actually watched this, there are places in Nottingham who are receptive to new breweries and breweries they've not had in Nottingham before. Getting to Nottingham, that might be an interesting thing. Tombstone Brewery in Great Yarmouth do trade-ins with Milestone Brewery in Newark. So it isn't out of the realms of possibility to get your beer to Nottingham via Tombstone Brewery. And then in Nottingham itself, and this is where it's like a friend network. There are breweries, pubs and that in Nottingham that are very good. The Crown in Beeston, Partisan Tavern, the Barrel Drop, the Abdication, all the sort of pub. There are lots more. Nottingham is a mecca for good pubs. To get the beers over here, you know, contacting them directly, saying that some bloke called Raggy says that you're a good pub is a good thing. But anyway, 21 minutes. Shit, I need to apologise. But yeah, it's a great beer. I don't give scores these days, but it's a great beer. You must try it. Cheers up.